Content warnings can be found in the description or in the chat. Enjoy the show. Hey gang, and welcome back to the finale of Oops, All Healers. I'm Justin Galliani. I use they, them pronouns. I'm going to be the Dungeon Master for the rest of this series. I'm joined today with some incredible players who are going to help me finish this story. Let's go around and do some quick introductions so that we can jump into the action. And as always, let's do them alphabetically.
Hi, it's me. I'm Dragons. Sometimes I gather those dragons. I'm gathering dragons. Otherwise, if you find me dead, please revive me.
Hi, I'm Insha. She, they pronouns. I am playing Dr. Louis Grimshaw, the cutest patootie who is in love with a mortician. Yay.
Hi, I'm Mia, pronoun she, her, and today I'll be playing Teo, he, him, physical therapist monk.
Hello everyone, I am Nandi K, they, them, and today I'll be playing Dr. Nahira Jelani, your head of neurosurgery.
And I'm Robbie Landis, he, him, and I'll be playing the only non-doctor, Raph Sweetman, who is in charge of the cafeteria and the janitorial custodian services as a College of the Culinarian bard.
Amazing. We pick up right where we left off. Dr. Grimshaw, Teo, and Raph are facing 4 elemental beings as they attempt an ancient ritual to bring a primordial titan into existence. It gets even worse when they find out that the ritual requires a sacrifice. And none other than the recently fired nurse, Wanda Goodfella, is strapped down to a table between these insurance board members and one Mr. Devin Shale. Luckily for them, Dr. Nahira and Dr. Thomas are just now getting out of surgery with yet another victim of a powerful modified memory. Can they get to the 13th floor of the hospital in time? This team of professionals has been hard at work investigating the series of medical mysteries left in the wake of Shale's evil plan. They know it's him, without a doubt, but all of the evidence in the world won't help them if this ritual is completed. As we immediately cut to Dr. Nahira and Dr. Thomas, you are walking out of the OR as you have just successfully completed another surgery, restoring the memory to another victim of Shale's plan. As you are exiting these doors, you see Lays, the insurance rep for Integrity Insurance, the one who is the ex-wife of Raph Sweetman, sprinting through the halls. She's holding her high heels in her other hand, and as she is running, you see sweat dripping down her face. There is a look of shock and fear across her face, but she does seem to be looking for somebody or something, and then she sees you both, and you hear her just let out a huge sigh of relief as she rushes up to you. Oh my...
What's happening?
Listen, they're on the 13th floor. It's Raph, Grimshaw, and Teo. They're up there. They're fighting Shale. He's doing some kind of fucking ritual. Goodfella is up there. Listen, you gotta come. Come on.
Okay, let's
Please.
go.
Okay. And they begin to sprint towards one of these special elevators that she has this key to. I don't know if you guys have really ever seen this particular key, as it's well known that the hospital, kind of adhering to superstitious policies, doesn't have a 13th floor. And yet that is exactly what she said, that we have to get to the 13th floor. And she's rushing you guys over to the elevator as fast as possible. But in order to replicate the time crunch that we are under, I need everybody to roll for initiative.
I'm getting all like into it. Like I gotta do good. I gotta do good with my -1 initiative modifier.
A dirty 20 for Dr. Nahira.
Natural 20 for 25.
Nice. 16 for Raph.
14 for Louis.
Oh, I rolled a 17.
So we are starting with Teo. Teo, you are still invisible. You know that Mr. Shale and the air genasi kind of guy are, you don't think that they're necessarily able to bypass the invisibility. It's not like they have see invisibility or true sight or something like that, just that they are incredibly perceptive. So they were able to beat your 30 stealth check. And the air genasi in particular, the one that you know because of Raph's words, is concentrating on this globe of invulnerability, this invisible sort of force field that is kind of shimmering every once in a while. You see a storm is beginning to build up as sands are being kicked around, wind is blowing, the sky is growing dark, and as the sand is kicking, you're seeing it hit this invisible force field that is creating a 10-foot radius around Wanda Goodfella and the table that she is on. On the outside of that globe are these 4 sorcerers kind of sitting, or not sorcerers, but like these 4 elemental beings that are kind of spaced apart about 30 feet from one another. And you see the trails of magic flowing off of their body as they're holding their hands, they're chanting magical words, and they are completing this ritual as fast as they can. With that invisibility, you're pretty close. With your movement, especially as a monk, or really only because you're a monk, you could, in theory, reach any of them. What would you like to do?
Teo seeing the 2 baddies spotting him. His eyes trail over to the swirling trails of magic that are encircling this orb. I think he sees. Well, actually, where are Raph and Grimshaw?
They're behind you. They're still closer to the elevator. So you're like up in the mix pretty much. Like you're very close to the 4 individuals who are performing this ritual. I would say Raph and Grimshaw equidistance, but probably like 60 feet, give or take, from you, if not more.
Okay. Teo, feeling the fatigue in his limbs just from the slew of encounters they've just had before coming here, kind of cracks his knuckles, cracks his neck, and goes, "Guys, I've got crowd control!" And then he is going to make off for the closest of one of the 4 sorcerers. Okay, 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Amazing. I'm not going to spend any juice right now. That's 8 bludgeoning for the first attack. 28 to hit for the second.
Yeah, that'll hit.
10 bludgeoning damage for the second. And that'll be 21 to hit for the last for 12 bludgeoning damage.
As you are laying these hits into this particular genasi here, you see them taking the hits as they're maintaining this ritual spell, and they seem to be able to keep doing what they're trying to do. They don't lose any magical muster in that moment, as they are just riddled with bruises, maybe even broken ribs from this attack, but they are standing strong. After that, it goes to Dr. Nahira. Now, Dr. Nahira, you are with Lays and Dr. Thomas. We'll use your guys' turns for this first round. Obviously, all of your movement, action, dash, if you would like to. Otherwise, you can also like prepare things. Like if there's a spell you wanted to cast on yourself beforehand or cast on Dr. Thomas and vice versa, whatever. You can always do preparation things, or you can just book it as fast as you can. Totally your call.
Yeah, I'm gonna book it, but I'm gonna have a detect magic prepared for when I get in range so that I can try to figure out what's going on here.
Okay, fantastic. So you're rushing as fast as you can. You're beginning to prepare detect magic. Incredible. Lays is like leading the way. You see that she is fully running as fast as she can, and while she is rushing, she is kind of just blathering, talking as fast as she can to try and give you guys as much information. And she's like truly like winding herself. You just hear her kind of being like, so listen, Raph's up there, and I don't know if he's a fighter. I've only seen him fight that one time that guy grabbed my butt in the bar, and then Raph beat him up real bad. But that's a different story. That was so specific. I don't know if he's going to be able to take it on this time, and he's probably going to do something crazy. So I need you guys to get in there as soon as you can. Also, Wanda Goodfella, she's on the table, and I think they're sacrificing her.
Wanda, why didn't you say that first?
Oh, sorry. I thought I did. I have so much on my mind. She's sprinting. Amazing. So you guys are that much closer. We move on from there to the fire genasi. The fire genasi is simply going to actually.
Oh, I don't like when DMs do that.
Raph. Before we ended the last episode, you were in the middle of doing something that was going to sort of kick off initiative, and I kind of low-key forgot about it until just now.
Mm-hmm.
So, even though we spoke about it 10 minutes before this session, there's so much going on. So,
Raph's, when we first got here, we thought we had the element of surprise, but once they saw Teo, instinct kicked in. Whether or not it's a good one, we'll find out. But Raph just wants to protect people, and all he's ever want to do is help people, and make sure that they don't get hurt. So he wanted to switcheroo with Wanda and take her place on the sacrifice table.
Incredible. Now let me ask you this. Can I have Raph make an Arcana check?
For a big ol' 10.
Okay. You, at this point, have definitely seen the Globe of Invulnerability. You see that the Air Genasi is the one concentrating on that spell specifically. With a 10, I don't know how much Raph would know of the specifics of that spell.
That's around Wanda? How far away am I from it?
You're about 100 to 120 feet away from Wanda.
Is she like strapped down to it? Like she's
strapped to the table.
Okay.
But you would also know that spell has a little bit of like anti-magicness.
Right. Yeah, 120 feet isn't close enough for switcheroo anyway then. So I think that he would have just tried to get himself as close as he could.
Pretty freaking close. You're like probably like maybe not within melee range of the closest insurance rep or insurance board member.
Yep.
But you're 15 feet away, which would make you 20 feet away from the edge of the globe. Maybe like 30 feet from Wanda, give or take.
Yeah, then that's all I got till it gets to my my real turn.
Okay. Awesome. So you're rushing up as fast as you can to be able to try and cast some sort of magic to be able to possibly switch places with Wanda, both saving her and putting yourself in the thick of things. But first, there are a couple people who go before you. First, the Fire Genasi guy is going to go first. He is just going to make 2 physical attacks against Teo first. We're going to see how that goes.
Teo got this.
Probably.
Teo ain't never failed us.
Does a 17 hit? Oh, that's...
Yeah.
17. Okay. I need a Constitution saving throw.
I also just wanted to remind, I don't remember what the effects of the snacklings were. I don't think they were combat focused, but I know that Teo and
I will tell you, Teo ate theirs.
Correct. Okay. And then we're missing our other doctor who I think Louis, I think the other one was on you so you could eat it for a inspo at any point.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, I was just trying to see if I had any Hail Marys. I do not. That is a 6 total.
Okay. 6 is not enough. Okay. So first you're going to take 12 slashing damage. As you see that the longer that this ritual seems to be going on, you see them beginning to have almost, it looks like their own life force is coming out of them. Like they're putting everything into this spell. And as that is happening, you see their skin beginning to get sunken a little bit, like they're drying out. And as a result, the skin is being pulled back on their fingers and their nails are elongating as they are just slashing out at you. So that's 12 slashing damage with that one hit. Failing on the Constitution save, Teo is paralyzed. Now you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
That's auto crits, though.
It is.
Teo, no.
Terry, you were the best of us.
It took one turn, guys.
It would be a shame if we didn't have any healers in this party.
Oops, all healers, dragons. Okay, right after the fire genasi is the air genasi. The air genasi is going to, based on what has just happened and where everybody is, I'm going to say we're going to fire off, oh boy, a chill touch at Teo. Okay, that will hit. That is 8 necrotic damage. And Teo cannot be healed until the Air Genasi's next turn.
So much for oops, all healing.
You didn't think I was going to prepare a simple cantrip that undoes that? Of course I was. That is the Air Genasi's turn. It now goes to Shale. Shale is simply going to cast a spell on himself. As you see his entire body begin to vibrate and he starts to blur. That brings us to Dr. Thomas.
Yeah. So I rolled a 17 and all these mofos are going before me. We're still in the building, right?
Still very much in the building. You guys are like about to enter the hallway that has the elevators.
Okay. I guess there's nothing I can do beyond just like sprinting. And I will use a bonus action to give a bardic to Dr. Nahira.
Okay. Incredible. Some positive words of affirmation are given to Dr. Jelani. You have that bardic inspiration. Remind us what your bardic die is.
D10.
D10. So you got a D10 on standby as you guys continue sprinting as fast as you can.
I have a plan. Like, I'll say this in character. Like, I have a plan. If we need to haul ass real quick, as soon as there's an open space, I'm going to polymorph and I'm going to take you with me. Just be prepared for that.
I'll be ready.
You guys have now gotten inside the elevator. You're inside the elevator at this point. You see Lays come up and she takes a strange key out and puts it somewhere into the fixtures on the side of the elevator, turning it, and a new button appears that says 13, and she clicks that as the elevator music begins to be the soundtrack of the incoming battle that you're about to jump into. Raph, now it is your turn again.
So I think I have the movement now to get into the globe.
Yeah.
All right.
30 feet would get you like face to face with Wanda.
Okay. Just to the edge of the globe then. As soon as I'm inside the globe, switcheroo, as he just yells, as Wanda, we're here to get you out. So we're gonna do that. And then switcheroos with her if she's willing.
I don't think she would have enough time to like weigh the moral quandary in front of her, and so I think she's just gonna say yes, she's willing. And so correct me if I'm wrong, but we see Raph and Wanda switch places.
Just whoop, yep.
Now, Raph, does that imply that you are now strapped to the table?
Yeah. Well, we talking like chains, manacles, just ropes?
It's straps like a psychiatric table.
Cool. Are my hands free enough that if I have somatic components, I can still cast from here?
Yes, you're considered restrained.
Cool. Ain't no skin off my back. Let's just, not let them finish the ritual. I don't think I have any but oh, you know what? We'll shout to Teo. I think maybe at one point Raph was stressed out about something and Teo offered do some sort of guided meditation or just something to sort of help him, cleanse or whatnot. So he yells, some words of affirmation that I think he probably also learned from his good friend Dr. Thomas as well, and tells Teo to clear their mind, dig deep, and will give a bardic inspiration for hopefully overcoming that paralyzed condition if they're alive to use it next turn.
Incredible. As you have switched places with Wanda is now standing still inside the globe, but on the very edge of the inside of it, and is looking down, looking at you, and then quickly is looking at you, Raph, and just goes, Wait. No. You don't have to do that. That's crazy. What do you mean? They're going to suck your life force out. They're going to sacrifice you, kid.
We're dealing with it. Just go and get. We need Dr. Nahira and Dr. Thomas.
All right. I'll go find them. And she'll start that process, even though she doesn't know that they're already on their way. As that happens, you also do see Mr. Shale. As he sees this happening, too busy on the spell itself to actually stop it or anything like that. As he sees this, and you just hear him go, well, that's interesting. Whatever. He's just gonna keep doing the spell. As we move from Raph to Louis. Dr. Grimshaw, that is your turn. What would you like to do?
I think she immediately would want to go to Teo. And which Genasi hit Teo again?
Fire.
Okay, great. So she would one action dash. Second action immediately hitting them with the pins and needles, and would try to shut down some part of their nervous system, some part, just to kind of cripple them and get them down into the sand.
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20. 4 actually. 20 and 23. And then
do you roll or do I have to roll a saving throw?
You also have to make a constitution.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 17.
Needed a 15, so you passed it.
Okay.
God damn it. Fire Genasi.
So what does this spell look like?
If Louis concentrates hard enough, she can kind of see inside of a person and then kind of look into their nervous system parts and just go, no, and snap them all down.
Whoa. Gnarly. Okay. You start trying to do that. Unfortunately, this fire genasi is concentrating on this spell. I think your vision inside of their body, this X-ray vision that you're doing with this spell, is a little clouded because of how much magic is flowing out of them into the ritual. And so it clouds the reading, unfortunately. And so you end up picking a part that isn't their nervous system. And unfortunately, that spell fails. You are now up close and personal with the fire guy.
I'm
or
near Teo, kind of around them, almost. I feel like she skidded into the sand to be no hurt. I'm watching you.
Awesome. As you're getting a little bit closer, You do see that it is now the Water Genasi's turn. The Water Genasi is going to... how close to Taya would you say you are, Dr. Grimshaw?
I would say pretty close.
Okay, cool, fantastic. What I need from the two of you, I need Teo and Dr. Grimshaw to make Constitution saving throws as the Water Genasi holding the ritual. You see them move their hands for a second as they kind of take all the magic that they're harnessing and shift it in your direction as they slam their hands together as two spectral tidal waves come together and smack each other, creating a massive thunderclap as they are casting Shatter.
It's a 19 then.
I also have a
Incredible.
19.
Okay, fantastic.
Hey.
So that is going to get halved. So you guys both take 6 thunder damage. That is the Water Genasi's turn as we head back to the top, Teo. Now, Teo, unfortunately, you are paralyzed for your turn, but at the end of that turn, you get to make another Constitution saving throw in order to beat this spell. You have the Bardic Inspiration from Raph should you need it.
I'm going to spend... I forgot I had this. I'm going to spend a luck point. Just in case it's higher. I think I'll let it ride. 16?
16 is enough. Risky business.
Yeah.
You still have the inspo then?
Yes.
Oh, good.
So at the end of your turn, you feel the paralysis wear off, but you know that these guys have physical attacks that could just do that again. But at the end of your turn, we go to Dr. Nahira. Dr. Nahira, you guys are inside the elevator as it is moving up as fast as it does, but unfortunately it is an elevator and there's not a ton that you can do to speed it up unless you guys have some kind of insane way of doing that. I would love to hear it. But if not, then unfortunately it is just an elevator riding up as you hear the elevator music kind of clashing with the intensity of this moment. I will allow, if you want to cast that detect magic, it lasts 10 minutes, right? So then you would just have it on you.
Yep.
I will allow you to make an Arcana check with advantage to start getting vibes.
Perfect.
It won't be a perfect reading because you're not seeing everything, and obviously 30 feet, it's way past that. But just for fun, just to give you guys something to do in the elevator.
Okay, that's a 15.
You're starting to sense conjuration magic, but based on what Lays has told you about this like pocket plane on the 13th floor, you think that most of that is just the very nature of this 13th floor and how it is another plane of existence, and therefore some conjuration magic is happening here to almost teleport the elevator shaft to this other plane, kind of. The other thing you're sensing is old primordial magic. You're sensing magic that is it's gonna make Dr. Thomas look like a baby. This magic is so old. Like, this is Titan level, like primordials, the creation of the very earth that we stand on, right? Like, this is old magic. You can sense that it is maybe a minute, no, less than a minute away from completion. Time is of the essence. You guys need to get there. Do you think that you have anything in your arsenal to make this elevator go faster? Whether it's a skill, a magic thing, an ability, anything.
Let me see.
I'm willing to hear out shenanigans for this kind of stuff.
Would work.
If I remember correctly, I think that at a staff meeting we had talked about Raph installing a dash action button in the elevator. Am I the only one am I misremembering that, or?
Raph, what roll a d20 and call odds or evens.
Let's go odds. Darn, it was a 16.
Unfortunately, that conversation is something that Raph thought of, and unfortunately, as you're strapped to the table, you're going, "Fuck! I didn't tell them." Shit.
Keep meaning to bring it up.
But Dr. Nahira, what I will say, now Druidcraft is a cantrip. We all know this. It's not
Yes.
very powerful. The idea that you would be able to create a tree trunk that could actually push an elevator is absurd.
Wow,
However, I love shenanigans. So what I'm going to say is this. What is your spellcasting modifier? Like, is it charisma? Is it wisdom? I forget exactly what every. I know some people's classes.
Wisdom.
It's wisdom. Oh, that's right. You're a grave cleric.
Yeah, wisdom.
Brilliant. Go ahead and roll a d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
And you have to hit this number I just wrote down.
Oh. Okay. Okay, well that's a nat fucking one. So
Fortunately, we were looking for an 18.
Ah.
So you try to begin growing something from beneath the elevator in order to push the elevator up, but unfortunately, you're not able to find any ground for this thing to take root. And so you're building these vines and stuff. Maybe it'll help somebody in the future with something else, but unfortunately, it's not enough to push the elevator any faster.
We've got to hurry up and get there.
You see Lays in the corner of the elevator kind of stressing as well, just being like, listen, if I could make the elevator go fast, I would. I just, the gentleman that I really care about and the father of my child he's up there. He's probably doing something stupid or heroic or something.
Wow.
You care about him again now, huh? Wow.
Of course I do. I always did care about him. It's a long story.
You
There
just
was a lot
didn't
of
treat him
moving parts.
well.
No, I took him for granted 1,000,000%. Are we
Yeah.
gonna have this conversation right now, Dr. Jelani? Oh,
I mean, we don't have anything else to do while we're here
not
in
gonna
this
have this
elevator. I'm
conversation
just
right now.
making, I'm just making conversation.
Lays,
Lays.
when this is all sorted out, I'm gonna book a couples counseling appointment for you and Raph. But
Yeah,
right
that
now,
sounds smart.
we need a fucking haul it.
You're right, Doctor.
Thomas,
I can't
you're
agree
right.
more. I can't agree more. We need to haul it. Okay, that leaves Dr. Nahira's turn as we go back to some of these guys. I am going to say this fire guy, and then it's the air guy, and then it's Shale. All three of them, back to back to back. You see the fire guy, the air guy, and Shale. You see them all as a bonus action. All of them as they're concentrating on this spell. You see an almost magical silver coating kind of coat their bodies like this, almost like a force field, but like this plating that covers them, arcane in nature. And with that, you see the fire genasi look at Grimshaw and Teo, and he looks at Raph on the table and goes, "Don't worry, bud, you'll be fine." And he's gonna cast Fireball on himself.
The fire guy?
The fire guy.
Yeah, that's pretty baller.
Yeah. And this fire explosion goes out. It is going to hit the air genasi and Shale, and they take no damage. Whatever they did on their bonus action, this coating seems to change their damage immunities to different damage types depending on what they want it to be in that moment. As the fire genasi does this, I need dexterity saving throws from Teo and Dr. Grimshaw. Now, luckily, Teo's not paralyzed, so you can actually make this save, and if you do, you have evasion, so good things can happen, but we'll see.
That's a 21.
Oh no.
Okay, I had to use the luck point and use the inspo to just make it 19 when I have a +9.
Oh
Index.
man.
I was about
Oh,
to like
man.
shove the cupcake. Look at you. Please eat it.
So that is going to become, well, Teo, you make the save, so I think with evasion you take nothing.
Yeah.
Dr. Grimshaw, you're going to take 14 fire damage.
That's rude as hell.
Air and Shale, they are just going to keep doing what they're doing. Okay, so they can only hit Teo and Grimshaw right now because Sweetman is safe from all spells under a certain level. So unless they break what they're doing and go inside the globe, they can't hit Sweetman. So one is coming for Teo, one is coming for Grimshaw. 17 hits, right, Teo?
Yes.
Okay. And Grimshaw, that is a dirty 20. So I think those both hit. So we are looking at... Oh, no. Okay. Teo, you just take 3 necrotic damage. Dr. Grimshaw, you take 5 necrotic damage. Neither of you can be healed until those guys' turns again, as you are both hit with chill touches. These spectral hands popping out.
I have the biggest ask. Okay. I didn't know I had this because the feature is literally listed at the very, very bottom of the character sheet, so I didn't notice it. But once per long rest, I can regain all focus points when I roll initiative.
Okay.
Can I? Okay. Is that
Yeah,
fine?
you rolled initiative. Yeah, that's fine.
Amazing. Thank you.
So, Teo, looking hurt, but feeling focused. As you all in this strange desert pocket plane with all of this chaos around you hear a ding as an elevator appears out of nowhere. As the doors begin to open, you see Dr. Nahira and Dr. Thomas. Lays is still kind of in the back of the elevator, not necessarily a combatant or a fighter in the same way that you all are, at least in terms of capabilities. As you guys are stepping off about to step out of the elevator itself, I'm going to say that something interesting is about to happen before Dr. Thomas takes their turn. In this moment, even for you, Raph, even for Teo and Dr. Grimshaw, who are in the middle of this combat, something interesting happens that sort of disobeys the laws of how time works in combat. And your phones kind of go off. All of you in this moment receive a message, a voice memo, from the one person who's not here. Dr. Peter Biddle sends you all a voice message.
Hi everyone, it's Dr. Biddle here. I'm just paging you all to let you know I won't make it to the combat today. I'm outside the hospital and there's a whole load of insurance representatives and people calling themselves investors that seem to want to admit themselves to the hospital. I don't know about that, so I've asked them to form an orderly line and I'll be getting their name, date of birth, address, and a full detailed medical history from them before I let them anywhere near inside of the hospital. Yes, please, to the back of the line, thank you. By the way, did anyone else have on their records that Mr. Shale is lactose intolerant? That feels like something that's important to know. Wouldn't want to let him anywhere near dairy products. Could have adverse effects on his well-being. Anyway, if I don't see you guys again, it's been a real pleasure being an intern with such cool mentors. Hope we all make it out of here alive. Good luck!
So you guys all receive that message from Dr. Biddle, as it seems that the other side has called in some reinforcements. Luckily, Dr. Biddle, through their expertise of bureaucracy, is pushing them away, holding them off, keeping them occupied. They also seem to have uncovered a small, interesting piece of information that may be helpful, maybe not. It depends on your guys' creativity. Mr. Shale is lactose intolerant. Feel free to use that if you would like. Now, Dr. Thomas, it is your turn.
I have. All right. As soon as the doors open and I see like this like desert scape essentially,
Yeah.
I'm like kind of trying to roll through the Rolodex of like what creatures like gonna be the quickest I see like where everyone is. I'm gonna polymorph into a giant eagle.
Incredible.
And just before I do, I'm going to tell Blaze, get to safety, and if you think you can find anyone that can help us, do that, but you don't want to be here right now. Then I like kind of morph into a giant eagle, pick up Nahira in my talons, and I fly 80 feet towards the action.
Amazing. About, give or take, how high are you going?
Not too far off the ground, because obviously I don't want to, like, if something happens, drop Nahira and, like, cause them to, like, take a bunch of damage, but probably like, I don't know, like their feet are probably maybe about like 10 feet off the ground.
Okay. Cool. Polymorph into this giant eagle. Nahira is with you. You guys are flying over towards the combat. You're almost all the way there. Not quite yet to the globe of invulnerability. It is at this point that you guys see rushing towards the elevator, Wanda Goodfella. She's sprinting through the sands, going back towards the elevator as she sees this giant eagle fly overhead, and she's like, what the fuck? And then you look, and in the center of this globe of invulnerability, Dr. Thomas, Dr. Nahira, you guys would both recognize this. It is Raph Sweetman, strapped down to a table in the center of this magical orb, as all four of these elementals are like concentrating on it. You see Teo's looking a little beat up. Dr. Grimshaw's there with some singes across her clothing. Dr. Thomas, you have turned into an eagle and are flying over.
I do have one quick question. Would I recognize Globe of Invulnerability from my Drinking days, or is this like not a spell I'm familiar with at all?
Make an Arcana check.
Cool. 11?
11, kind of similar to what Raph got. You know that it's a spell. You know that it's powerful. You know that there's some sort of anti-magic quality about it.
Cool.
Whether that means that it's the barrier that's anti-magic, or if you're inside of it, you're anti-magic. Hard to say exactly the ins and outs. But you know that it's a barrier, and you know that there's something anti-magic about it. It messes with magic somehow. And so after that, we get to Raph. Raph, you're restrained, tied down, but you can still do things.
All right.
Some things.
Yep. So what? Hands are free for somatic components. No reason to
Kind
really...
of T-Rex arms.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
enough.
No reason to really stay on the table if I don't need to. Going to Misty Step again.
Okay.
This time to what's his face? Shale, just behind him. Would you say that it's probably very likely, being who I am in my little pack of like ingredients, that I have like one of those little, the cartons of milk that you can buy when you go into cafeterias?
I would say so.
All right, cool. Gonna take out one of those with the sort of free utilize action that you get each turn, like drawing a weapon. And since it's potion sized, I'm gonna grapple Shale and try to make him drink this milk. As I go, it's over, Shale. You're cooked.
What? How the hell did you get out of fucking Misty Step bullshit? What is that, milk? No!
just come here. Open up.
Gross. What is that, skim? Disgusting.
It's the skimmest.
All right.
Else might be expired, actually. I rolled a 3. That's a total of 8.
18.
Oh.
As you begin grabbing onto him as he's concentrating on this spell, and he puts one massive hand on your chest and just kind of like shoves you back a little bit. It says, you get that cow milk away from me. If it's not almond, I don't fucking want it. As he's concentrating on this spell.
All right. As he kind of spills the milk all over himself, he's like, all right. And he'll just kind of take a moment to try to collect himself as he looks around the battlefield on what's going down here. That's all I got.
Okay. That's so interesting. Okay, so now all 4 of them are concentrating on the spell still, and there's no sacrifice. And all of them are looking at that, and they're going, shit. We need another one. Grab one of them. But that brings us to Louis Grimshaw. Dr. Grimshaw, it is your turn.
You gotta like really hear me out. So, bonus action, Wild Shape wants to be a cow. And then she wants to, because she's so close to Teo, but I think because also she's like close to the little area where like Shale is, kind of like do a little bit of a sprint over, and then hoist herself up and like kind of do one of the things where like she just pushes her udders together and shoots it at him.
Amazing. Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
This is this full Pokemon moment. Like you're full like going Miltank.
Miltank, this is crazy,
Yeah.
So it was like, you gotta hear me out first. It's a nat 20.
Oh my goodness.
Hell yeah.
Incredible. As you rush over, turning yourself into a cow, full on. Wow. Like, Kung Pao enter the fist. Full, like, get on two legs as this cow. Find a way to use your own udders to shoot milk at this man who just shoved your friend. Nat 20 is incredible.
Now, call the money shot.
Go ahead and roll 2d8. Milk damage. Dairy damage.
Milk damage is wild.
Oh gosh. It's either really good or really bad.
Oh, here's the thing. We got two 8s.
Oh shit.
So.
Okay. We see as this milk fires, hitting Shale in the face. He's so concentrated on Raph at this moment. He doesn't even notice. He hears the hoofs coming across the sand as he turns to look, and he's like, what? Milk. Boom, right in the face. He takes double damage. So that critical just became even more as he takes 32 points of dairy damage. Now, I will say this, he's not even bloodied. He still has a good way to go. The others don't look as strong as Shale, I will say that. But this milk has hit this man in the face as he is disgusted, he is revolted, he is in pain. His stomach starts rumbling. Anything else, Dr. Grimshaw, as you are now just a cow on your way to a gigantic Earth Genasi man.
He's still shooting. Still shooting.
Okay. Incredible. As we move on to the water Genasi, they are going to, you see them kind of just be like, shit. No. All right. Well, keep it up, fellas. I'm going to go get another sacrifice. Is going to put their hands away from the spell, which is going to unfortunately make the ritual take a little longer, but he's got to do it. He is going to Misty Step and use his movement to get right up on Raph.
No!
Actually, yeah, right up on Raph. I need another contest of strength, please.
No, get off of me!
No, you're going back on the table.
That's the 16 total.
19. Unfortunately. Now, they've used all their movement to get here.
Yep.
So they're just grappling you at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But that is their turn. As we head back to the top to Teo. We're back at the top. You're focused. You have all your focus points. You see Dr. Nahira and a giant eagle, probably Dr. Thomas, riding overhead. Wanda is safe. Sweetman is not on the table anymore. Things have changed drastically since your last turn. What would you like to do? You still have the fire guy right up on you. Other than the fire guy, Mr. Shale is the next closest. And then you see air and water. Water is currently grappling Raph.
I'm going to go ahead and get into melee with Mr. Shale. So I'll take whatever opportunity attack if it triggers one.
That's a 2 on the dice. Nope. Misses. Get over here. Oh, fuck. Back on the spell.
Is there milk on the ground?
I mean, according to Dr. Grimshaw, they're still shooting it. So it's not so much on the ground, I will say. This is a desert, right? So it's mostly like sand and
If you need me to shoot in a particular direction, please let me know.
It's true. You are wild shaped as opposed to polymorph, so it's still Grimshaw up here.
I think as Teo walks forward, cloaked in invisibility, the milk starts to cover their invisible form, and you can see Teo's rippling athletic build, kind of in the shape there, and he points at Mr. Shale and goes, "Hey, you got milk?" And then he's gonna.
Amazing.
I'm sorry, Justin.
Go ahead and make your attacks. No, I asked for this. I did this to myself.
Don't apologize for a good pun.
Yeah, no, I did this.
You decided to. Like
I knew who I
that's
was
not our
playing
fault.
Begged for it.
I'm gonna spend my last luck point to turn this first attack, or to get advantage, because that was a natural 1. First attack is 27 to hit. Second is 17 to hit. And then the last one is 24 to hit.
Yeah, those all hit.
Okay. And then I would like to spend another focus point so that I can deal necrotic damage on one of these.
Please do.
So that is 22 bludgeoning damage plus 9 necrotic damage. And then I'm going to spend another focus point so that Mr. Shale has to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, which I hope he has disadvantage on because he's soaked in milk.
He fails.
I think as...
He is stunned, I imagine, because of this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Incredible. So, Teo, that was your turn. Rushing up on Shale, a bunch of hits, including a stunning strike that is effective as you see Shale's arms go limp, and he kind of just is standing still, stunned, which sucks for him. As we move from Teo to Dr. Nahira. Dr. Nahira, you're about 10 feet off the ground on the back of a giant eagle. You have a perfect layout of the entire battle scene. The only downside, especially for spellcasters, is that none of them are that close to each other, with the exception of Water and Shale.
Okay, cool. I am going to, from on top of Dr. Thomas, who is now an eagle, cast Guiding Bolt on Shale.
Amazing. You have advantage because he is stunned.
Perfect. And I'm gonna cast it at 19.
Yeah, that'll hit. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So then that is 13 points of damage.
Incredible. He's looking pretty freaking rough. I wouldn't say he's on death's door yet, but death's around the corner.
The next attack will have advantage on him.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, get fucked, Oreo.
Fortunately, he can't respond as he is still stunned.
Perfect.
But what I will say is that was an incredible turn. He's past bloodied and everything. He's been past bloody since Teo's turn. I just forgot to say it. But that's an incredible turn. That was your action. Anything else, Dr. Nahir, before we move on?
That is it for me for now.
Okay. I need Grimshaw and Teo to make dexterity saving throws, as another fireball is coming your way from the fire genasi.
23.
Okay. So your success, you're good to go.
21.
21 will succeed. However, half damage, 13 fire damage. It is now the air guy's turn. I need Dr. Nahira and Dr. Thomas as a giant eagle to make constitution saves, as another shatter spell is coming your guys' way.
Holy shit, that was a good roll. That's a 19.
Okay, incredible. Success.
That's a 7. Oh wait, I have a D10 of inspiration.
You do?
Okay, that's 8.
Okay. So that is 17 thunder damage to Dr. Nahira. And then 17 would be 8 damage to Dr. Thomas. Yeah. That brings us to Shale. He is stunned. Does he get to he comes back to life on your turn, right? At like the start and or end of your turn, I think is how
it's
stunned
the
works for
end.
monks.
Until the start of my next turn.
Okay, cool. So he's just stunned. Skip a turn. He is just there, thinking terrible things in his head, but he can't say any of them. So it moves on from him.
How far away am I at this point from
You
Shale?
are from Shale, 30 feet or less.
Okay, so super close. I'm gonna
Pretty
dive.
close.
I'm gonna
Okay.
dive and like let go of Dr. Nahira. Like at a distance that will be like safe for them to land.
Yeah, like 15
and
feet from
then-
Shale, give or take. Yeah, we're playing
Yeah,
fast
and
and
then-
loose with distances.
And then as I land, I'm gonna drop concentration on purpose.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna like do like a cool anime move of like a roll through the sand and pull out from my like mini bag of holding on my like satchel side and like throw out some objects. And I see that there is a carton of milk there as well. And I'm gonna just decide to include this in my animate objects. So I'm gonna animate a handful of trinkets and a carton of milk.
Amazing. This is the first time so many of you are seeing Dr. Thomas in full action. This is adventurer Dr. Thomas. And going into this barrel roll, rolling through the sand, it's kicked up. The winds are still building more and more as the storm progresses. And as you scatter across a bunch of random objects, including this milk of carton that you find there serendipitously, you cast animate object. As we see a mug that says world's greatest therapist on it. There's like a paperweight given to you that's just, it's like a child's painting on it. And it just says, thanks, Dr. Thomas. And all of these little knickknacks and fun things, including a milk carton, are animated. And they come to life and begin floating around.
I rolled 2 10s, so I assume that doesn't hit, but I did roll a 21.
The 21 definitely hits. The 10s, unfortunately, do not.
I figured. So that one will be at Dr. Shale. Oh, sorry, at Mr. Shale, and that's only going to be a total of 6 damage. Oh wait, no, I should have advantage on one of these rolls
Stunned.
because
Oh,
I
he is
wasn't even
stunned.
thinking about stunned. I was also thinking of guiding bolt.
The-
But yeah,
The
stunned.
guiding
yeah.
bolt is
Mhm.
stunned as well. Yeah. Yeah,
Alright,
you
so
have
I'll
advantage on all
reroll.
these.
I'll reroll. Yeah, I'll reroll twice. All right, and all right, one definitely still doesn't hit. The other one is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right, cool. And then I'll roll the damage once more, and that will be another 7 points of damage.
Closer and closer to death, this man is marched as you guys are laying into him
Are we
from
saying
all
that the milk
sides.
carton's the one that missed?
Even if we doubled one of those 6s to 12, it still is like still slightly not enough. So we'll say that the milk carton misses. But
Milk carton just
he
be like,
is
"I'm the milkman.
so
Oh
close to
shucks,
death.
I
Yeah.
missed."
And we are seeing the other Genasi are beginning to sweat as they are seeing their fearless leader here just brought down by lots of milk shenanigans. As that is the end of Dr. Thomas's turn, and now we go to Raph, who is restrained by the water Genasi.
Right.
Go for it.
All right.
With Dr. Grimshaw on deck.
So restrained by the water genasi.
Just grappled, technically.
Grappled. water genasi compared to me, bigger, smaller, similar sizes?
Probably a touch bigger, but not like
Not by a
that
lot.
much
Sure,
bigger.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So just because it sounds clever to him, he's gonna say, "Hey, why don't you just pick on someone your own size? I'll just attempt to switcheroo with Shale." So it's a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
DC 16.
Okay. That is a 15.
Nice.
Unfortunately,
So
I don't have that much.
grappling Shale now.
Okay, amazing. Easy enough to do. He's stunned, so
And
just
then
grappling a stunned man.
And then with a bonus action, he's gonna hold up his hand and go, "Now it's time to get serious," and cast finger guns on himself.
Amazing. And finger gun sets you up for the next thing, right?
Right. So now for the next minute, I can use my fingers as guns.
Okay. Incredible. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, and then
Finger guns
and then I'm
activated.
gonna just move like 30 feet away, just like
Yeah.
run. Yeah.
No doubt. Incredible. That brings us to Dr. Grimshaw. Dr. Grimshaw, you have now seen Shale is now being grappled by one of his own henchmen or colleagues as they're both confused and as they're in this reverse hug position as the other two are still kind of concentrating on the spell, but you see them starting to lose, like, why are we still doing this if there's no sacrifice? Like, what is going on? And yeah, they're the minions or these other three Genasi are starting to look panicked. And even in this cow form, that panic sometimes leads to desperation, and which sometimes leads to like crazy decision makings.
They might also just run away.
They might.
Yeah. Okay.
So question. So where is he to me right now?
Shale?
Yes.
Pretty close. Like 20, 30 feet.
Ooh, okay. So, and it's gonna be a hear me out kind of a situation. She would like, because she has horns on her head, like she's one of those cows with horns. So she
course.
would like to run head first into Shale, into the body of Shale. If I
Incredible.
can get a face, that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget you do have advantage on any attacks because he's still stunned.
Tries to. Oh my god, that is another dirty 20. Thank you, flower dice.
That will definitely hit.
And what do I roll?
It's
According to
2d6
this
piercing.
thing. Yeah,
I
2d6.
literally had it open because I was thinking of polymorphing into a cow. I was definitely considering it.
Yeah, 11.
Nuh-uh, really?
Yep.
Dr. Grimshaw, describe how you killed Mr. Shale. Had exactly 11 hit points left.
I feel like she, first of all, she kind of like all of this is acting out of emotion because like seeing Teo hurt, there's no. And then also seeing Raph and Dr. Erica and Dr. Nahira, who like when she stepped through the door was like hi, but then she was just like, okay, act. I think she's acting so out of emotion that she turns around and just heads for exactly like his chest, Matador style, and nobody's taking away the curtain, so she's just running straight forward.
As you are barreling towards him, you see him beginning to panic as he's looking back at the guy who's still grappling him and is like, let go of me, you fucking idiot, let go of me, he's coming. As you penetrate underneath the ribs and begin to lift him up the ground a little bit, your horns piercing through the back as he immediately begins coughing up blood. And as you let him down and he kind of slides off the horn, slick red with blood, he falls on all fours as he begins coughing, more blood coming out of his mouth as he collapses to the floor, dead.
Sorry.
Gosh, he really beefed it.
Whew. Whew.
Wow.
Oh boy. As the other elementals see this all happening, you hear them kind of shout out, "Shale!" as they all begin stopping the ritual. And you see energy begin to form in their hands as they all look on you, fury in their eyes. Anything else, Dr. Grimshaw?
She would probably just look and be like, you can all go. Who's staying? Free therapy for everybody.
Not under this insurance. No.
Partial.
Yeah, I don't know if your insurance will take it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Free journals for everybody. Write
There
down
you
your
go.
thoughts.
It's as good as therapy. That's I've been told, apparently.
As they're talking, Teo is gonna walk up, like the Milk Batman, still cloaked in invisibility, and I think he'll hold an attack on the fire genasi in case they try to flee if they don't want to comply.
Oh, they're not complying. They're 100% not. As right after Dr. Grimshaw's turn, it is the water genasi's turn, who is immediately going to cast a spell that will encompass Teo, Raph,
Even 30
and
feet
Grimshaw.
away?
It can hit all three of you
Oh, no.
if they space it the right way. I need all three of you to make a Constitution saving throw. As you begin to see this cloud forming around you, this cloud that is like this noxious dark yellow color, but smells of low tide as this water genasi is pulling up a stinking cloud.
15?
21. I saw Teo got in the 20s as well. You all succeed.
Oh.
As the stinking cloud fails, but it stays there for the time being. With that is the end of the round. Before we see what happens next, we're going to head to break. And when we come back, we'll try and finish this combat and see what's in store for the St. Iyengar Research Hospital and its staff. We'll be right back after these messages. Bye.
Has your dungeon master ever said no to your shenanigans during a game? Well, with Galliani and Hellstrom, they can't do that. If your DM denies your fever dream interpretation of the rules, then you're gonna want Galliani and Hellstrom in your corner. So just email us at soyouwannabeadm@gmail.com, or you can search for So You Wanna Be a Dungeon Master anywhere you find your podcasts. And remember, if you're not having fun playing D&D, something's, wrong.
The following commercial is produced by So You Wanna Be a DM to showcase Ep.6 sound. And today, we have our special host, Xander Fettuccini, to tell us more.
Whether you're a solo content creator or a global brand, licensing music has never been easier. And gang, listen, all the music and sound effects you're hearing, that's Epidemic Sound, baby. And we're offering a 30-day free trial for all of you at home and for all of you in the audience to take on home with you. You'll have 30 days to dive deep into an ocean of music created by artists who have partnered with Epidemic Sound. But that's just the tip of the ocean, because there's also hundreds of thousands of sound effects to check out. So sign up today for your 30-day free trial with Epidemic Sound with the URL here, about here. And check it out. And it's easy to upgrade and downgrade and cancel. So 30-day trial. Check it out. Thank you. Hello, I'm Justin Galliani. And for the low price of $0.00, you can take part in an incredible offer being given by So You Wanna Be a DM. This podcast has a compilation of incredible episodes that offer insight into all of D&D's many topics, including other TTRPGs. You can find such amazing hits, such as It's Combat. Combat 101. Druid 101. Monsters 101. Non-player NPCs 101. And if you're looking for more, So You Want to Be a DM also has a Patreon, and you can find even more content there, available for free members and members who are participating in some of the tiers available. So, check that out.
And we're back, gang, and the gang's all here. Last we left off, Mr. Shale is kaput. He's dead. He's out. He is no more, except for a body on the ground. However, there are still 3 pretty powerful Genasi who are still around and have seemingly given up on the ritual, which means they can put everything into fighting you guys. So, we start at the top with Teo and Dr. Nahira on deck.
Okay. Which Genasi is closest to me right now?
Water would be the closest.
Sick. Okay. Then yeah, through milk and fog, Teo will slip up to the water Genasi, who I don't believe was one of the 2 who saw me, right? So I would have advantage on this? Because I think you said Shale.
I was going to hold you to being covered in milk, but no, okay. The milk has shaken off at this point. You're now back to being invisible. And yes, you'll have advantage on these.
Amazing. 24 to hit for the first one. 18 to hit for the second. I am spending a focus point to make this 3 attacks. And then that's 25 to hit for the last one.
Yeah, those will all hit.
Amazing. And then I'll also make this a stunning strike. So that's 2 focus points.
She fails.
Amazing. And then for damage, that is... Oh my god, I can't count. That is 27 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. He's hurt. He's hurt bad. Incredible. Are you staying there?
Yes. Well, no. Actually, I will move to the fire Genasi. I'll get into melee range.
Okay. Incredible. You rush to the other side. As we head to Dr. Nahira.
All right. I am... Well, who is left around me?
Where you were dropped off, similar to Teo's situation, there's like the water guy and the fire guy are definitely the closest. Water is a smidge closer, but...
So I am actually going to cast... Are they close enough that I could cast Bane on both of them?
You could hit water and fire, no problem.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, then I'll do that. I'll cast Bane on them. They need to make a DC 16 charisma saving throw.
Not that it's going to help a ton because water is stunned, but water succeeds, fire fails.
Alright, well, these motherfuckers are baned. So...
Okay, Bane, -4. I will try and remember that. Feel free to call me on it if I forget. Yep. The fire guy is baned. Water is stunned. Both of them don't look great.
Ow.
Air Genasi has not been touched.
I'll just say, like, I loosened them up for you, for whoever's next.
Incredible. As you do that, what does your Bane look like as it overcomes the fire genasi?
Oh yeah. I don't think this is magic that Nahira uses a lot since they're a healer. So I think this actually kind of looks like radioactive green, like the kind of green smoke skull that kind of like poofs over them to bane them. Yeah.
Incredible. Like when an evil witch in an old cartoon is making a potion and
exactly.
like the cloud just becomes a skull.
Exactly.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
That's exactly what happens.
Awesome. I think that happens in like Snow White or something.
Yes, that's exactly
But
it. What an icon.
Okay.
That witch is
Beautiful.
such an icon.
So this skull-shaped green radioactive cloud forms over the fire genasi, who begins coughing, obviously weakened by the spell slightly, as they are going to... Oh, shoot. They don't have a ton of other options. They're out of fireball abilities, so they can't fireball anymore, but they will Scorching Ray. I think they're going to go for Dr. Nahira, who has cast this spell on them. So this will be a minus d4 from each attack. That first one is a 3 on the dice, so the Bane doesn't matter. That's going to miss. The second one that's cocked. We honor it. Okay, 14 plus 7 is a 21. Minus 3, 18 to hit on the second one. Okay. Third one is even better. Okay. That's a 9 and a 6. So you're going to take 15 points of damage, but I need 2 concentration checks. Both of them have to hit a 10 for Bane.
Okay, the first one's an 8. The second one's a 7.
Okay.
What did I say? 19 was the other one. 19 was...
Yeah, the other one definitely succeeds, but unfortunately, Bane does drop. That is his turn. It goes to the air genasi. The air genasi is going to drops globe of invulnerability. Actually, what am I saying? Is just gonna walk inside of the globe of invulnerability.
Darn it.
And then from within it is going to meeny, miny, mo. I don't really know. Here, I'll roll a d6, and if it's a 6, I get to choose. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, Dr. Jelani, I need a dexterity saving throw, my friend. As from within the globe of invulnerability, a lightning bolt is coming your way. So I need a dexterity saving throw from Dr. Jelani.
That's a 14. Wait, hold on. That wasn't a d20. Sorry, that was a d12.
Okay.
Just kidding. Okay, that's a 17.
Oh, much better. 14 would have just failed. Okay, so you're going to take half damage, so you're taking 14 lightning damage.
Okay, I'm looking pretty bad. I have 11 HP.
Okay. Luckily, Mr. Shale doesn't get a turn because they're dead. Dr. Thomas, that is your turn.
Yeah, so I took an oath of do no harm, and I take that very seriously, so I don't actually want to kill anyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast... which genasi went into the globe? It was the... Air one. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to target the fire genasi, or I guess the area where the fire genasi's in with a sleep spell. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level.
Okay. All right. That is wisdom. I don't think wisdom's one of the
DC
shots.
17.
Fails. 11.
I'm gonna just be like, you need to calm down. What if you just take a little nap and just flick some kind of
Listen,
dust.
don't tell me what to do, okay? I'm gonna calm down because I want to, okay?
I hear the Sandman.
As they lay down on the ground, they're out. So Fire Guy is fully unconscious, sleeping.
Bonus action. I guess I'll give a bardic to who's not got a bardic. Who's nearby? Probably Raph. Give one to Raph.
Oh, a bardic. Nice.
Incredible.
Yeah, he's the one dealing them out, so I figure maybe he could use one as well.
Yeah. Raph, you received this incredible affirmative inspiration from Dr. Thomas, and it is now your
Doing
turn.
great. You're doing
All right,
great.
now
Keep it up,
I
bro.
think I heard that our Dr. Nihira was not doing great. So I think I will draw. Is anybody else? Is anybody else taking any?
Teo and Dr. Grimshaw have both taken
Okay.
some hits, some
Okay.
fireballs, some other things.
Then I will be the first one to do a big ol' heal here in the oops, all healers. It was on purpose, everybody. Don't listen to him. And we'll cast a 5th level mass cure wounds. So I can choose 6 creatures. I'll get close enough so that everybody's within 30 feet of me if I can.
Yeah, I think so.
And then I will hit a mass cure wounds, which will be 30. Each target regains hit points. Yeah, everybody 30 hit points restored as Raph's going to walk closer. So it's the water genasi and the air genasi still up. And the air genasi is in the globe of invulnerability, right?
Correct.
So as Raph walks forward, he's gonna reach into his pack and he's just gonna throw like these like little mini like mana raids, little like energy drinks to everybody, and if you drink them, you get your hit points and go. Boy, with Shale down, I have evidence against him that y'all were up to all of this. I know you were friends and all back in college, but if you want to live, don't make us break our oaths. We'll make them break their oaths. I can break it. I got no problem with that. So, make some good choices. And that'll be my turn.
Incredible.
I'll throw an inspiration to Taya with my bonus.
Okay. Amazing. At the end of your turn, Raph, it goes to Dr. Grimshaw.
Yeah, I think she would probably go towards the water genasi and just like not do a shale on him, but kind of like hoof him, like run up close to him and then just go, and then if he cracks, if he falls, that's his problem.
Okay.
I offered him a journal. He should have just took the journal. 18.
That will hit.
That is gonna be a 5.
Hey, that's enough. Amazing. Are you hitting him with your front hooves or your back hooves? Like, are you like horse kicking him, or are you like a deer doing one of these? Have you ever seen a deer attack a person? It's insane.
Scary, honestly.
As soon as I want to do this.
Amazing. You rush up and like a deer, you begin trying to stand on your back legs as you're just a flurry of hooves, maybe watching Teo too closely. As the water genasi is taken out, whether you decide to, do you think this was a lethal blow from
like
Dr. Grimshaw?
Like a good little clonk. Like a good little, you're going to be concussed.
Yes, absolutely. Just a quick CTE. Okay, perfect. And they're out. And that's amazing. After Dr. Grimshaw's turn of taking out yet another one of these elemental genasi, it doesn't go to the water guy's turn. He's done. And I had silly plans that I was coming up with during the break, and I don't get to do them now. What I will say is, as all of his friends are now taken out, he looks at all of you inside the globe of vulnerability, and he says, well, I'm not going down without a fight. Let's do this. As you see lightning begin to crackle around his eyes as he's holding this globe from within it. as you start to hear thunder begin to build as the storm around you in this desert plain starts to build a little bit. Teo, that is your turn.
Love it. Okay, Teos, the fire genasi, I'm still in melee with, correct?
You are still within melee of the fire genasi, who is now sleeping, I will say, thanks to Dr. Thomas's sleep spell. So he is very close to you, but also on the ground sleeping.
You could attack him, but he will wake up if you don't kill him, so just keep that in mind.
He's pretty close.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do just hear him kind of, he's a hunk shoer. So you're hearing,
it just sounds like
little
fire
feather
crackling.
floating.
Yeah.
I will leave the fire genasi alone, because I'm so scared Grimshaw is just gonna take everyone out one by one. And we need at least one witness. What can I do to get through a globe? I don't think I can do anything.
Yeah, if there's any sort of hesitation, like Raph will just say, like, we can go in it. Magic just doesn't go through it.
As you say that, Teo's like, oh, sick, and then just does like, there's like this shift in gravity as they just lift off of the ground,
like anime style.
Yeah. Why should that? How high up is it again?
Oh, it's on the level that you're on.
It's on the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. Then I will, as Teo kind of leaps forward towards the air genasi, they stick out their fist to land for a punch, which I'm assuming they still see me, so I wouldn't get advantage.
I will say not on this guy in particular.
Yeah, that's super fair. Good God. Okay, 18 to hit for the first, 24 to hit for the second.
Mm-hmm.
And then 22 to hit for the last.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And then I will spend another focus point to deal necrotic damage on one of these.
Okay.
So that's 31 bludgeoning damage. And then that is 6 necrotic.
Okay. Teo, describe to us how you take out this air genasi in a single turn.
I think as this air genasi was like performing whatever somatic components to summon this coming storm, Teo, like the wind, just shoots down like a superhero through the globe into their chest, and I think like makes them fall perfectly where their fist is center on their chest. And I think almost like acupuncture or hitting pressure points. Doesn't even swing with full fists, but with 2 fingers hits each one in quick succession. And before non-lethal, before they deal the last blow, if I could for flavor, I think Teo will come out of invisibility a little milky. I think he'll land with his fingers around this air genasi's throat.
As you finish this flurry of movement and strikes, your hand around their throat as you come back into visibility, the globe drops as they go unconscious under your hand. With that, the storm in this plane begins to subside as all of these elemental beings, the ritual itself, are done, defeated. We are now out of combat. as all of you can now gather the bodies and or sleeping or otherwise unconscious individuals and sort of begin to bring them back towards this elevator. As the elevator door appears again, you hear the bing as the doors open and you see Lays rushing out with Dr. Zero Kelvin, Dr. Skeeter, both rush out. You see them like rushing out of the elevator, ready to attack. And they all kind of come to us, like they skid through the sand as they're like, oh, okay, you guys got it. Sick. Well, sorry we weren't here sooner. As Dr. Kelvin immediately rushes up to you, Grimshaw, although you're still in cow form, he walks up to you, begins to sort of pet your back a little bit as he just goes, I know it's you. I can tell.
You know, I could just come out of town. And she would just like kind of I don't know. Shit. Just be like, no, I mean like the it's nice. You can keep going.
Oh, okay. All right. You got it. No problem. Dr. Skeeter just approaches and immediately begins administering any kind of like quick healing that anybody would need in this moment, just trying to do her part to help out where she can. But is there anything in this scene, in this desert landscape, before going into the elevator and returning to the hospital to tell the staff to mark the next journey ahead for both you and the hospital itself? Is there anything in this room or plane that you would like to do before leaving this area?
I think as they all come running up to us, and I'm sure Lay's still worried, Raph would run up to her, embrace her, do the dip and kiss, but then also kind of hurt his back a little bit because there's already been enough physical exertion today. Did we check Shale's body or have Shale's body for any further proof of the involvement here? Just make sure we got an airtight case against them.
I think given all of the information that you guys are able to bring together, both before this, just in your investigations, not to mention a growing list of patients who, now that Dr. Nahira and Dr. Thomas, sometimes with the help of Dr. Grimshaw, since you guys have sort of revolutionized this new procedure of retaining memories that were previously modified or even like devoured by certain aberrations like intellect devourers, you guys have a way of finding more victims, essentially. And so you guys, in terms of evidence, you guys are chock full of it. All right, so if there's nothing else, then you guys gather all your things, return to the elevator, get back to the St. Iyengar Research Hospital proper, and have saved not just the hospital, but the citizens of Sphinx City, saving yourselves and your loved ones. You guys have done it. You successfully defeated Mr. Shale and the Integrity Insurance Company that was seeking to not only ruin this hospital and the health of the community nearby, using them as pawns and sacrifices for a larger picture. What you guys, over the next coming days and weeks, you guys, using all of the information you've gathered, the victims and patients that you've met along the way, the growing resources that you have at your disposal, are able to work with other authorities in order to not only put the people that you have caught alive to justice, but also prevent something like this from happening in the future. As it is around maybe a week after this particular fight, where all 5 of you, including Dr. Biddle, find yourselves in a boardroom in the hospital. Actually, the same boardroom that Bypass was once tampered with and attacked Dr. Jelani. And it is in this boardroom that the mayor of Sphinx City walks in. A woman by the name of Radha Singh, Singh. She is a tanned woman. She has like a bob haircut that has some beads in one of the strands of hair, and she is wearing a tight blazer. You see that below the knee, her legs rather become like lion-esque in terms of they become like paws. She has massive wings on her back that are folded behind her as you see this this Sphinx humanoid, essentially. This is the mayor of Sphinx City. As you see her standing there in front of you all, she says, I wanted to thank you all for your courageous efforts to not only save this hospital and save yourselves, but to save the community at large. I've spoken to some of the other council members and people around Sphinx City who hold some sway and some power. We've decided to make this into a public hospital. It will no longer be privately owned. We will see fit to Mr. Shale's next of kin and or companies to relinquish all rights to this hospital. I want you all to know that your service here will not be taken lightly. And in fact, if you are all interested, we would love to make you all into the board that runs this hospital. If you're interested.
Pay bump, pay raise?
Absolutely.
Curiosity.
Of course.
I can't think of a better group.
Any actions that we take like before this time? This right here, I'm saying yes as well. But any actions we take before this time? A raise?
All right. Oh, I think the fact that you're here now and being offered this position, they're as good as erased.
Yeah.
Clean slates all around, I think.
I respect the offer, missing. But this is meant to be my first retirement plan. I'm not a young person anymore, and I think I'm best suited to helping people individually, not dealing with bureaucracy.
I totally understand. Trust me, I'm the mayor of a big city. I get it.
Oh, so hold on. If joining the board, does that mean we don't get to do what we were doing before?
I think all of that can be discussed, negotiated.
I'm quite adept at multitasking, and I actually think this is the type of responsibility I've been looking for. So,
Yeah.
Thank
your
you so
mom's
much.
never been on a board for a hospital that she saved, has she? Has she?
I don't think your mom has been a board member of a hospital or like run a hospital. I think she's only run her own department, maybe specifically. But that's a question for you.
She would be into it, I'm sure. In between now, she probably would need to be a fractional board member. As you know, she stays very busy. She's often visiting hospitals across the world.
I'm well aware of your family's contribution to the medical field. However, when it comes to this hospital in this city, I think what Raph and myself mean is it's you that we're after.
Oh, Nahira is kind of taken aback. Yeah, I would be honored, Mrs. Mayor. I won't let you down, and I shake the mayor's hand really hard and profusely.
Incredible. It's a great handshake. Well, I feel free to think about it a little bit more. Dr. Thomas, absolutely, by all means, if you would like to advise from a distance and help out where you can, I think that's fine. Like I said, we're kind of figuring this out right now, you know? Nothing's set in stone at this very moment, but we're going to figure things out. I think at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that the people running this hospital care about it as much as you all do. And so that's my main concern here.
On that note, if I would be so bold, Raph, your partner was on the previous board. She has those skills, and she did come and get me and Dr. Nahira to try and solve this issue towards the end there.
Yeah, no, she was actually
Could she not be offered a position?
She was the one who, I mean, if it wasn't for her, we never would have found, Shale and them in time to, to save, Nurse, so really, yeah, it's, kind of all on her. So I would recommend she stay on the board if she wasn't already. I don't know. I don't pay too close attention to these things, but she's gonna need a job. So
it looks like the St. Iyengar Research Hospital is in good hands. And with that, we slowly start to zoom out of this boardroom as you're all like shaking hands, congratulating each other, continuing to discuss the future plans for this hospital and what that means for this group of patients who are coming to this hospital, what it means for the research aspect of the hospital now that you're publicly funded, which does change things drastically from that standpoint. But that's a problem for another day. As the camera continues to zoom out of that room, out of the window, we see the entire hospital growing smaller and smaller. And slowly coming across the screen, it just says, the end. ... For now, or something like that. Who knows? Maybe there's another season later down the line, but for now, that is the end of our story. Thank you all so much for playing this game with me, for telling this story with me. It means the world to me that you guys took the time to come up with these characters, to influence the story, the world, the hospital. Everything in each episode was absolutely magical. I can't wait for you guys all to watch this back, because there were episodes that you guys weren't all in, and so that's very fun to me. Thank you to the viewers for watching. Super appreciate that as always. Let's go around and do outros one last time before we end this episode. I'm Justin Galliani. I use they, them pronouns. I've been your dungeon master for this season, and I have had an absolute blast. You can find me on all of the platforms at So You Want to Be a DM. Thank you guys so much. Let's do it in alphabetical order again, starting with dragons.
I own dragons. I use they, them pronouns. I was playing Dr. Erica Thomas, the psychology, head of psychology. You can find me at Gathering Dragons, where sometimes I gather dragons, or If Found Dead, Please Revivify, where I hang out with some other nerdy people, do some nerdy shit.
I'm Insha, and I will be Insha tomorrow and every day after that. I'm so sorry about that. I've been playing Dr. Louis Grimshaw, the resident child psychiatrist, killing machine. Hi. You can find me at intrafitzpatrick.com, my website, where I have all of my stuff. And you can also find me on Instagram at Instagram with 2 eyes. And yeah, anywhere. If you want to find me on the internet, that's cool. If you don't, that's fine too. Okay, bye.
Hello. I'm Mia, she, her, and I just played Teo, he, him. You can find me on the interwebs at EoshaXArt. That's EOTIAX art. I play things, I do things, I do arts and things, and play silly, scary, creepy people. Come find me if you want to.
I am Nandi K, and I have been Dr. Nahira Jelani. I use they, them pronouns. You can find me on Instagram and Threads and across the internet at Nandi Kayyyy. And you can catch me on a few actual play podcasts that I'll talk about on those social networks.
And I'm Robbie Landis. I played Raph Sweetman, the College of the Culinarian Bard. You can find me at Cloaks and Capes just about everywhere. Mia is actually one of our artists, so if you want to see her beautiful art for the College of the Culinarian Bard, you can go find it there.
Incredible. Well, gang, with that, we're signing off. We'll see you next time. Bye.